In this video, I am going to explain what is meant by survey and what are the different types in the survey method and what are the advantages and disadvantages in the survey method. Survey method is one of the most relevant techniques. It is basically used for collecting data and involves any measurement procedures that prominently include asking questions from respondents or the subject selected for the research study. The method of survey research is a non-experimental descriptive research method, which is one of the quantitative methods used for studying of large sample. Here, survey method will be considered as the most relevant techniques. It is one of the most relevant techniques. It is which is basically used for collecting data and involves measurement procedures that prominently include asking questions from respondents or the subject selected for the research study. The method of survey research is a non-experimental descriptive research method, which is one of the quantitative methods used for studying of large sample. There are two types of methods. One is qualitative method and the second one is quantitative method. Survey method is one of the quantitative methods. And what are the different methods used in collecting data through survey method? The first one is sampling. So whenever we want to do a research about a population or universe selected for the study, we have to take a sample, and that sample should be a representation of the population or universe selected for the study. Second one is questionnaire. Questionnaires are basically a kind of paper, pencil, and multiple choice test in which the individual needs to select the most suitable alternative. Here in questionnaire, there are three types. One is mail survey. Second one is group administered questionnaire. Third one, household drop-off survey. Mail survey means the concerned questionnaire will be sent through mails to the concerned respondents so that they will give reply through mail only. Second one, group administered questionnaire. First, the questionnaire will be prepared and it will be practically administered in a group so that what are the defects that are there in the questionnaire that can be rectified, and again it can be used as a questionnaire. Third one is household drop-off survey. Here we are going to survey different households by collecting different information regarding the households. Third one is interview. Interview means here it's a kind of face-to-face interaction which helps in providing more honest answers and responses from the sample. There are three types in this. One is structured interview, second one is unstructured interview, and third one is telephonic interview. Structured interview means here we are systematically arranging the questions and the replies also. Unstructured means here the questions will be depend upon the respondent's reply. So that is called unstructured interview. Telephonic interview means here the researcher will ask the questions and the respondent will also answer over the phone. So there are three types here, three methods. One is sampling, second one is questionnaire, and the third one is interview. And these are the different advantages and disadvantages when we are using survey research. Survey research is very convenient and it is very less time taking and economical for the researcher. Here it is very convenient and it is less time taking and economical for the researcher. The survey can be conducted for a longer period of time, so which gives a chance of knowing about the latest changes or advancements that might have taken place in the recent topic. The researcher gets a full chance to well organize and present the reasons of the study to get full and honest answers from the respondents. And these are the different disadvantages. Here, the maintaining the privacy of responses of each respondent under a group interview is questionable, and that may also restrict full and honest answers from them. That means when we are doing a group interview, so that privacy of responses will be questionable. And the high attrition rate of the respondents might hinder the longitudinal based studies. Here the respondents, how they are responding, and it will hinder the longitudinal based studies. And what are the different essential steps in surveying? First, we have to determine the aims and objectives of the study, then define the population to be studied, design and construct a survey, select a representative sample, administer the survey, analyze and interpret the findings of the survey, prepare the report of the survey, communicate the findings of the survey. So these are the steps which are involved in surveying. First, we have to determine the aims and objectives of the study, define the population to be studied, and we have to design and construct a survey and select a representative sample. Then we have to administer the survey. After administering the survey, analyze and interpret the findings which we have found out in the survey, and then prepare the report of the survey and communicate the findings of the survey. And there are two types of surveys. One is cross-sectional survey, second one is longitudinal survey. In the longitudinal survey, there are three types: trend studies, cohort studies, and panel studies. And nowadays we are using one survey method very extensively, that is online survey. Online survey is a structured questionnaire that your target audience completes over the internet, generally through a filling out a form. That means there are different methods, Google Forms and Microsoft Teams. So we can supply online survey form and they can respond online only. And here the characteristics of the online surveys. First, the purpose of the online survey should be mentioned, and we should design certain research design which is accurate, precisely structured survey questions, clearly defined target sample, collection and analysis of respondent feedback, transparent reporting of survey responses. All these are considered as characteristics of online survey. First, the purpose of the online survey should be mentioned. Then accurate research design should be developed, precisely structured survey questions, clearly defined target sample, collection and analysis of respondent feedback, transparent reporting of survey responses. And what are the different advantages and disadvantages of online surveys? Faster medium to reach the target audience. It is a real-time analysis, cost efficient, minimum margin of error, convenient to understand for respondents, saves researchers time, respondents are more truthful. So these are the advantages. So it is very faster medium to reach the target audience, and then real-time analysis, cost efficient, minimum margin of error, convenient to understand for respondents, saves researchers time, respondents are more truthful. Respondent cooperation issue is one of the disadvantages. Questionable data reliability and limited access to certain sections of the people. So all these will be considered as the advantages and disadvantages of online survey.